Oh yeah, guys.
Nothing special.
Good morning. It is a great day today, Sean. Good morning.
Oh, don't mourn. It's nothing. To
Happy
mourn
rising.
about.
Happy rising.
Happy rising.
Happy rising, everybody.
And Merry Christmas.
And Merry
Orthodox
Christmas.
style.
Orthodox style. Yes,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's, everybody. We are again doing our ice cold water therapy. We have this pishnya, this big rodent tool over here.
Ice chisel.
Ice chisel, yes, pishnya. And we are being smart about making a hole. So if you don't have this type of tool, if you have an axe, just go around the perimeter instead of hacking away at the middle. So we are still going. Again, we are going around the perimeter. This is the first time we are making a hole here. And shit, it is pretty deep. But we haven't broken this before. Once we break this, all the following times will be much easier to break. We decided to let that idea go and just chop everything in the middle. It seems to work better this way. A philosophical thought on this note is that people these days, they seem to look for this instant gratification in all aspects of life. So this is taking us a bit of time to make this hole, but you know what? It didn't happen in the first 10 minutes. We are going to continue. We're going to continue until we achieve this goal of breaking the ice here. Same thing goes for training, for working out. You have to try many times sometime in order to succeed at something. So if you fail the first time, don't be afraid of failing. Failures are inevitable. It's about getting up on your legs afterwards and continuing the struggle. That's what matters the most. So just don't give up and keep working hard. Yeah! Okay, yes, finally.
It's filling up.
Буль, блять.
Okay, it's going to be easier now to even out the sides.
So I'm
Yes.
gonna do a live.
Okay, we got this. You're gonna do live? You're live?
I'm gonna go live.
So now you're dead, right, Sean? But you're gonna go live. Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
No.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, this is gonna be.
Move your stuff.
So
Wow.
now is when this becomes more advantageous. Because you don't have to get yourself too wet doing that. Imagine if you had to do it with axes now.
Yeah, no, with an axe we will be all like wet right now.
Yeah.
Anyways, we have a hole in the ice, and we're gonna do a cold water dip. This is the first cold water dip that we're gonna be doing, where we're breaking a hole through the ice. Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be very exciting. If you avoid exposing yourself to the cold, it creates a circadian mismatch. During the summertime, we utilize light as the dominant method of entrainment to train our circadian rhythms. And then come winter time, we utilize temperature as the dominant method of entrainment. And if we don't get in alignment with our circadian rhythms, it can have a cascade of negative reactions in the body. There was a Nobel Prize that was won in 2017 in the field of medicine for circadian biology, proving the efficacy and legitimacy of that. And what it really embodies is basically a 24-hour cycle that the body goes through to regulate cellular behavior, metabolism, growth, development, so on and so forth. So adopting a cold therapy practice in the wintertime is highly beneficial to match the environment that you're living in, essentially. Because if you do not, then you're not going to express multiple genes that are utilized in the wintertime. So, Roman is just about ready to get things going. We're going to get into this ice hole here, and hopefully he makes it out alive on Facebook Live.
Will I make it out alive?
Let's find
Well,
out.
let's find out, right? We'll see how it goes.
Oh, hi, Mark Vikernes.
By the way, big shout out to Thulian Perspective, to Mark Vikernes. I think he has some very interesting information. And
Yeah, I
he
mean,
has
this
made
is my second time doing a
some
Facebook
awesome
Live
music before.
back to back. Hopefully I don't get censored again like I did yesterday. It's funny when you start speaking truth bombs on Facebook, all of a sudden you get censored. You got the irony of them asking you what's on your mind when you want to post something, yet when you state what's on your mind, they censor you. So it's pretty funny, right? Very ironic. I love irony. All right, so Roman.
I love irony because it has the word iron in it. And
Yeah, Roman likes to pump iron. So.
when I work out, I usually utilize iron in my training. It is ironic, but no, actually. Okay.
All right, so Tisha, she says, preach that knowledge. Preach the knowledge, Roman.
The knowledge?
Mitch, this winter has been my full-out start to future winter chills like you're doing. Lots of cold showers, we're doing lots of bare feet and t-shirt outings. Amazing, buddy. That's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, I started this last winter. It's been one of the best things I've done for my health.
Gloves.
Any last words, Roman?
The gloves are gonna get wet.
Yes, Roman.
Yeah,
So
you're
I
gonna
should
have
take
to
them
embrace
out.
that.
Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Long gloves.
Looking like a nice jacuzzi, right?
How's it hanging, buddy?
Oh yeah, guys.
This is actually a hot spring, guys.
Yes.
We found a hot
It's
spring
so
in Ontario.
warm here. You can't imagine.
You
It's
see-
like I don't know. You know these crazy monkeys in Japan? They do these. They go into this cold water. Oh, sorry, hot water, and it's like that's how it feels right now.
You
It's
see all the smoke coming off? This is a hot spring, everybody.
Yeah.
hot spring indeed.
And he looks like a monkey too, so yeah, making
Yeah.
the analogy complete.
Let me just go like this. The reason I'm going like that is to make my forearms cold.
Right, they aren't cold enough.
Not cold enough.
So Roman, just for the viewers watching, what made you decide to jump into an ice hole?
I'm Siberian. I'm Russian. That's why I do this. There's no other way.
Why don't you tell us your story about how your father took you outside one day and just threw you in the
One day,
snow?
my dad was like, "Hey, Roman, you know what? Let's go for a walk. It's minus 40." Yeah, sure, let's do it. And then we go outside and he throws me into snow. I'm like, "Dad, why do you do this?" "To condition you, son, for cold weather." So that's how it was.
That's tough love right there.
Yeah,
So
man. Story.
Roman, we got a question
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, sure.
Mitch is asking how long should he stay in at one time?
At
So
one
how long
time,
should you stay in?
I would say try to go for like 30 seconds, 20 seconds at first. First time that you do this, don't go for long. It might be a very big shock. Go for 5 seconds. And then eventually, gradually build up the exposure of the cold.
Yeah, absolutely.
It gets easier and easier with time. If you've never done this, do cold showers first. Turn the tap towards more to the cold after you've taken a hot shower.
Yeah, absolutely.
Try when you forgot something, say in your car, right? Go outside without a shirt or in a shirt. You know, don't put your jacket on, and gradually. Like if you're in a coffee shop, you need to go outside to whatever. Like you go outside in the shirt. In your car, try not putting any heating on in your car, right? Or another strategy in the winter, like to challenge yourself. Maybe go in a jacket. I'm sorry. Okay. I meant go in a t-shirt into the car and turn on the heat and let the heat heat you up. I think I'm good for now. I'm feeling very good right now.
Yeah, I mean, just 30 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, 30 seconds at 0 degrees Celsius, which is the temperature of this water right now, increases dopamine by 250%, increases norepinephrine by 350%, it increases endorphins by over 500%. So that's all that's really needed, guys. Just 30 seconds, a couple times a week. You're good to go, and you're going to radically improve your health.
One thing, look, if you do go into cold water like this on an extreme day, today it's like minus 15, it's pretty cold. One thing that I would recommend ideally putting gloves on for those who are just starting out, and something on your feet. Most likely your feet are gonna give out first, or your hands. Like my hands are pretty cold right now. But I've been I've been conditioning myself, so I mean I know when it's when I'm feeling like borderline or whatever. I'm feeling good right now. I'm feeling really good. I'm just going to put on my gloves.
Yeah, so
And the practice that I usually do, I don't know again if you need to do it or not, but this is what I do. once I put my gloves on, and it's a bit difficult because again I do have a bit of a, because it's cold obviously.
Yeah.
But let me put my gloves on.
Yeah, the extremities are going to be the areas that get
yeah,
out the most heat. This is why
yes.
Roman's wearing
Yes,
a
yes,
hat
yes.
right now. You might be thinking like, well, hey man, you're going into
Balaclava.
ice cold water. What's the whole point of wearing the hat? What's the gimmick, right?
Yes,
The
you lose
gimmick
most
is
of
that
heat
you
through
we,
your, yep.
lose most of the heat in the extremities, so the head, the hand, and the feet.
Yes.
And you can keep these areas warm. There's not going to be any negative effects that you lose out on by not exposing your extremities to the cold temperatures. Of course, it can be difficult at times, you know, like if you're in an ice hole, you don't have too much options with the feet unless you get like insulated booties.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Another thing that is important, guys, another reason why you should go into cold water, not even cold water, but just going outside naked like this into weather like on a sunny day.
I don't know
or
about naked though.
Not on a sunny day. I'm
Dude!
Got to keep it PG for the you know, for the people, I guess.
Yes. The other reason is because you're getting sun on your skin.
Yeah.
Sun is vital for production of vitamin D. It's a very simple thing, right? But many people underestimate these little things.
Yeah, we're still getting UVA rays that are coming through the clouds.
Yep.
About 30% of UVA rays are coming through the clouds.
Yep.
So even though there's not direct sun exposure, he's still getting a physiological benefit by being outside,
Yep.
having his shirt off,
That's correct.
so on and so forth.
And what I'm doing right now, guys, the reason why I'm doing this is because my feet are completely warm. I'm not feeling any cold in the feet. Hands are really cold right now, like extremely cold. So doing this kind of thing, if you're skiing outside, or if your hands got wet, or if your legs got, if you're skiing or snowboarding, or you're working outside and you got cold hands or your feet, you go like this to rush the blood into those extremities.
Yep.
And this will warm you from the inside. This will get some blood
Movement is
into
key.
those hands.
Movement is
Is life, and you have to move to stay alive.
Water is 24 times more conductive in heat than the air temperature. So obviously going in the water, you're going to lose a lot more of your heat. But you don't have to necessarily be crazy like myself, Roman, and Alexei, and jump into ice cold water.
We do this,
It's
guys.
just very
There
simple.
isn't-
You can just go outside and you know, wear minimal clothing.
Exactly.
Do it maybe 5 minutes, a couple times a day.
Yep.
Just get some stimulus on the skin of cold temperature, and watch the beauty that arises from that. Watch how powerful that can be for your health.
Yeah, again, guys, we do this. Look, we're experienced. It's not the first time that we do this, right? So I know what I feel. I know, like, I'm not going to get hypothermic or anything like that, because
Your body's generating enough heat.
I've done this.
And it keeps your core temperature warm, and also the increase in norepinephrine through cold exposure is going to constrict the blood vessels and retain heat within the core of the body.
Oh, and guys, one more thing. While we are at it, if it's a live video, let me educate you a bit on fitness. Just if you're wondering, this is just an off topic. But look, if you want to get fit, you don't need to go to any gym. You don't need to sign up to anything. Don't buy into that. All you need to do is work out 3 times per day. I can give you basic 3 exercises. First exercise, do squat like this, right? A basic squat, 15 repetitions for 4 sets. After the squats, do push-ups, okay? So you go into push-up position like this. You do 15 repetitions. If you have a pull-up bar, you do chin-ups or pull-ups. 15
So
repetitions.
body weight stuff, essentially.
Body weight stuff, guys. Even just reaching for the ground like this will build your back.
You ready to go, Alexei, though?
Yep.
One more thing. One last exercise that everyone should be doing is the following. Look at me, I'll go to here. You lie down. You lie down like this and you go for a swim. Seriously. Go for a swim like this for 2 minutes. This looks very silly, but if you don't have a bar to pull towards, this will develop really great upper back muscles and shoulders. Very good for your posture in general. Do these 4 exercises, 15 repetitions or 2 minutes every other day, or 2-3 times per week. You will get great results.
Sweet,
Just
man.
off
Thanks.
topic.
All right, so
Okay.
Alexei's gonna go next, and he's going to
Or am I?
get in the water. Yeah, you go.
Let's find out.
Let's find out.